As a chapter, we take great pride in recognizing people in public service who have distinguished themselves in the performance of their duties. This year again, we are recognizing individuals from various departments in Madison, Morgan, and Limestone counties. Today, we are here specifically to honor 4 very special officers from the Madison Police Department. But first, I'd like to recognize and personally thank Chief Jernigan and Sharon Monk. Sharon's probably hiding somewhere amongst us, but she's been a great help. And thank them for their effort to allow this to happen. I would like to first start by inviting Officers Jesse Scrogan and Shannon DeFazio to join me up front. They can stand here while I go through and read why they're receiving this award. On April 14, 2020, Officers Scrogan and DeFazio responded to a local Madison restaurant in reference to a possible domestic violence call. Upon arrival, Officers DeFazio saw a female victim on top of a male subject who was not breathing. The female was removed and chest compressions were started immediately. Officer Scroggins arrived shortly afterwards and assisted in the administration of CPR. The male subject was struggling with shallow and labored breathing. Emergency medical service professionals arrived and the subject was treated, stabilized, and transported to the hospital. The subject was suffering from excited delirium caused by drug-induced ingestion. Without regard to their personal safety due to the pandemic, they acted quickly and professionally as a human life was in danger. The subject recovered fully from his condition and is alive today as a direct result of the life-saving intervention by Officers Scroggins and DeFazio. They were both recognized by the Madison Police Department earlier for their activities. Today, the Tennessee Valley Chapter, Sons of the American Revolution, would like to recognize these outstanding officers with our life-saving medal and certificate of appreciation. Officer Scroggins. Next, Officer Shannon DeFazio. Thank you. Thank you very much for your service to the community and all the activities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite Jeremy McKinney and Davin Hill to join me up front. On May 19, 2020, Officers McKinney and Hill were dispatched to an attempted suicide in the city of Madison. A teenager was located who was unconscious with no pulse. The officers immediately started CPR, alternating the administration of chest compressions for several minutes until EMS personnel arrived. Their immediate intervention in this teenager resulted in the regaining of a pulse for transportation to the hospital for additional treatment. The teenager unfortunately passed away from injuries the following day. However, the family was able to harvest organs for donation to other recipients who were in need of precious life-saving medical treatment. Both officers, McKinney and Hill, were awarded life savings awards within the Madison Police Department. But today, the Tennessee Valley Chapter, Sons of the American Revolution, would like to recognize these outstanding officers with our life-saving medal and certificate of appreciation. Officer McKinney. Thank you. Officer Davin Hill. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay. These very special individuals. Before we take some more pictures, I would like to ask Chief Jernigan if he'd like to say a few words for us here.
Thank you. I think this has been the 7th year that I've participated in this ceremony that's done every December. And of course, when the pandemic hit, one of the first things I thought about is, are the Sons of the Society of the American Revolution, are they going to do their ceremony? And when Mr. Hanna contacted me and we sat down and kind of talked about it, I invited him to come over here and let's film it here if we could. And I'm so glad that you guys were able to do this, because this brings out the best and the brightest and the bravest of our officers. And the fact that an organization like yours and all the members in the Tennessee Valley honor those that go into harm's way and to protect and serve is extremely nice for us. And we look forward to meeting with you every year. And
We'll be here.
Certainly we do appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As a chief of police, one of the things I look forward to every year, every December, and I've done this over the past 7 years, is to have the Society for the Sons of the American Revolution and attend their award ceremony. I was a little disappointed. I was worried that because of the pandemic, things may not come together, but in talking with the leadership of the society, I was quite surprised, and I was glad that we were able to pull this together, and it made something a little bit special also to be able to have the society come out and film our officers where they work. And any chief of police or any head of a law enforcement agency will say that kind of the best times of their lives in the leadership position is to be able to recognize the best, the brightest and the bravest, and that's what we've done here today. So I really appreciate the society for coming out and making this 7 years in a row for me to be able to attend the ceremony.